Hey traders, John Howell here. Are we about to get an inflation spike again? Are we about to see more inflation coming into our economy and so on and so forth? And I want to share with you some of the commodities, also the energy sector as well too, might be giving us a bit of okay, we might be getting ready for another move to the upside, especially in the energy sector. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so I'm going to share with you some of the commodity prices that I've been watching, but also I want to share with you, I'm going to go into some of the energy sector, and you know, to me it looks like we're about to get a nice move up, especially in the energy sector and also commodity prices. So maybe, just maybe, that's the sign for things like gold, for gold to start to make its move. But let's actually start with some of the actual commodity prices that I'm actually looking at. The probably the big one that I've been watching lately is soybeans. We're starting to see soybeans. Soybeans actually had an enormous run, as you can see, all right, coming up through here. But then look what happened, right? We had a bit of a pullback through here. And as we had this pullback through here in soybeans, look what's happening right now, right? We're starting to get what? We're starting to actually get a rise in soybeans right now. So we're starting to get a move to the upside in some of these commodity prices. And if I go to say this chart here, you can see what's been happening for the last sort of couple of months here, right? You got wheat here, wheat having a bit of a pullback. As you can see, we're getting a bit of a pullback through here from wheat. Soybeans is definitely moving up, and we're getting a slow grind. Actually, you can see this is actually the weekly chart of corn. You can see weekly chart's been going up for the last few months overall, and we're almost basically at all-time new highs when it comes to the corn chart. So, oh, by the way, traders, if you need some help with your trading, I'm actually going to be giving you a bit of a free trading gift for you. So first link in the description, or go to johnsfreegift.com. I've got a bit of a free trading gift for you. So I'm really noticing, let's actually go through to, oh, that's actually my scans. I'll forget that for a minute. So I'm actually really noticing that we're starting to get a lot of movement in some of the commodity prices. So it's like, okay, because what's happened with inflation, right? You can see inflation has had a move up, but we sort of flatten out a little bit. Yes, we've got a bit of a rise, but we're not actually getting the massive move that we had, you know, back in well, let me actually make that correction. I just looked it up. Make sure I'm not giving you guys a whole bunch of BS. It's like, John, you don't know. All right, so this is obviously the inflation rate. We had a bit of a move up. We had a flattening, a stabilizing, and now we're actually starting to pick up again. So are we about to see even more of a rise in the inflation number? And obviously we've got commodity prices, but the big thing that I'm watching for and looking out for is the energy sector, like oil and so on and so forth. If we actually have a look at, what did oil do today? Let me just double check here, right? So if we have a look at oil has been breaking out as well too. So oil has actually been in a very, very big, strong upward trend. If we look at this weekly charts been in a very, very strong upward trend. We've got this, we have this, so we have this very, look at this here. And this is, when you're not sure about the trend, just go to the weekly chart, traders, and you'll be able to say, okay, this is what's happening in the markets, right? We have a higher low, higher low, higher low, and this one here even was a higher low, and now we're picking back up again. Are we about to see a nice move back up in the oil price? Now, obviously this is the USO, but with the overall oil price. Now, here's a really interesting thing that I'm noticing. So we've got the oil price there, but look what's happening right now when it comes to the energy sector. Let's actually go to the XLE. If you guys don't know, XLE is the energy sector ETF. And so, but looking at the energy sector ETF here, and I'll go through a couple of different individual stocks as well too that I like. But I've actually been bullish this sector for quite some time. But looking at this, look at this here. Look what's happening on this weekly chart here. Beautiful, beautiful upward trend, right? We actually had a move up. Then we had actually, you can see we had a move up, bounce. And we actually had a double bottom. Look what happened here. We rallied up to all-time new high. We've had a bounce, and now we're bouncing. This is creating what? A significant higher low. But not only is it creating a significant higher low, significant means it's well above, right? So here, it's this higher low is well above, right? That's a significant, and not a significant would be like something like that. Makes sense? So we're seeing this whole bounce through here. Now we're actually getting a bit of a breakout to the upside, and we're still in a very, very good, strong upward trend. And look what's happening right now, right? We had this very strong pullback, but look what's happening right now. Very strong. And if we have a look at the bar as well too, very strong breakout bar on the XLF, and we're getting an increase. You can see the last few days haven't been much with volume, but now we're getting a lot of breakout. So this tells me when it comes to the energy sector that we could be getting ready for a nice move or a nice rise back up in the energy sector again, because we are definitely still continuing a very strong upward trend as well too. So some individual stocks are obviously like Oxy. I traded Oxy last year, but look what Oxy did. Look what Oxy has done, should I say? Oxy firstly has had a big pullback, and now we're just breaking out to the upside. We actually came down towards this trend line through here, so we had the support level, came down, found support, and then we actually broke to the upside. And the horses are coming, guys. The horses are coming. Let's jump on one, because let's jump on one of those horses before they run off, because they're not coming back. If you know what I mean, right? Talking about inflation here. So you can see what actually happened on Oxy. Oxy actually it broke out, had a bit of a small pullback, and now we're getting a very strong breakout. So we did find a bit of a support here, low, but just remember, traders, remember I said before, this is just a continuation. We have this low here, and now we're creating another higher low. We had a higher high. So I believe we could be starting to see a nice move up on, say, Oxy, and the other stock will say XOM, right? XOM on this is obviously the oil and gas, right? So anyway, but the energy sector, look what's happening here, right? We're getting a very nice sort of pullback. We're getting a very strong breakout on the XOM here today. Anyway, we have just over 10 minutes left to the close. Actually, I'm doing this recording anyway. And so we can see that that's what's happening right now when it comes to that. And once again, traders, look what's happening here, right? We've actually come off a pullback. As you can see, we had a move up, then we had this pullback, move up. Now we're creating a very strong high low, and now we're starting to break out and break to the upside with that strong bar. Very, very, very strong bar coming out of this sort of sideways movement. Because remember, as I said before, traders, this low down the bottom here, this is that significant higher low, that major high low. And now we can see we're actually getting what we call a bit of a basing pattern sideways, and now we're breaking out. So this is just, to me, looking at that's the reason why the weekly charts are so important, because the weekly charts are just doing this, right? It's just major higher lows all the way up. So very, very, very strong movement out of the energy sector today, traders. And so looking at all these markets, to me, it looks like that we're about to see another big rise in the energy sector, and maybe even when it comes down to oil as well too. Let me bring up. I'll just bring up my. Let's go have a look at oil here. So this is the actual oil chart. I'm using my trading view now. So let's go look at the oil chart. Okay, and obviously you can see oil has been making, and the best thing about oil as well too, as you can see, let's go back to the weekly chart here. You can see that we had a very, very, very strong rise. A lot of people will be saying this is a head and shoulder formation, which actually it could be through through there. So that actually could be head and shoulder formation. But the big thing we're noticing right now is that we're starting to see a nice higher low and a rise up, and we're starting to see a bit of an upward trend happening right now when it comes to that there. So there we go, traders. To me, it looks like that even though inflation has been slowly, steady rising for the last few numbers that came out, to me, it looks like that we could be in the danger of seeing energy prices and commodity prices start to see another rise again, especially what we're getting out of these prices, as if even this XLF, right? We're starting to get very, very, very strong breakouts. this could be the start of another big move in this sector, which ultimately could mean a filtering through some much more higher numbers when it comes to inflation. Hey traders, I'm giving away 100% free access to my brand new breakthrough full trading course. This is 8 videos over 10 hours of pure amazing and powerful strategies. This is my most powerful systems and strategies that I've used for the last 16 years, and I'm giving it away for free. So this is what I want you to do right now. I want you to go to johnsfreegift.com, or there should be a link around here somewhere, a button or in the description or somewhere in there. Click on that and you can go get free access to my brand new breakthrough trading course. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now. Go do that right now, guys. You can get full, complete, free membership access. Go do that right now.